Sure, you're focused.
They all are standing there. Nobody's willing to be the first one to continue walking.
Right. Yeah. Do you want to
Right.
continue on, see what we find?
Not back to that again.
Hmm.
I heard that. So, what do you do?
Skill. Play cram course.
Well done.
Boom.
What did you learn?
I learn electronic lockpicking.
Cool. So, do you bravely stride forward or bravely Sir Robin?
I was right. It's spiders. Press on.
You continue on. Everybody give me a luck roll. I just want to know who gets the shittiest luck roll, unless you all get it under half, in which case everything's groovy.
Not half, but I get it.
Did anybody get if everybody made it, I just want to know who got worst on the roll.
Oh.
Probably me then.
Made it by 7.
Do I hear better than or worse than made it by 7?
Yes. I only made it by 5.
Ooh.
Well, so you don't want just the highest roll?
No, I'm looking for who made it by worst. Or did you make yours by more than 5?
I made mine by 20, but I rolled high.
Right. So for her, give me a spot hidden at -30, please.
I don't think I made it.
Okay.
Oh, it's the 1.
Is it not 1?
Oh.
Or 91?
I guess I pressed it twice. So whatever GM decides.
Yeah, it's the first. We always go with the first roll when you are naughty. Right. It shows a close-up of your foot, and then it shows like some sort of like hidden vine or leaf-colored rope. And you're like, no. And with your @1, you then follow the rope over, and it goes to a fucking big branch thing that's being put under tension. So, like, if you step on or move the rope, then it comes about face height for a kid. For an adult, it comes close to groin height, which is awkward.
I pointed out.
They look at it with disinterest. Go ahead and step on it, then.
The old face smasher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go around that.
All right. It's really super easy to go around it. Of course, if you were to stay on the path, if you are ever running back this way, then you might still hit it when that'll hit the back of your head, which is funny. So, right. Everybody give me a spot hidden.
I was going to say,
grab a Ziploc bag near it.
I think we should actively be looking for traps now, as it's obvious that they are going to keep trapping the shit out.
Yeah.
You're going to drop the only Ziploc bag possibly in this world near it?
No, I have a whole box of them.
You do. From the only box apparently in this world.
Oh.
I just want to remind you that they're using leather water skins in the cantina that you eat at. Just as a FYI.
Okay.
Pottery is in right now, okay? You hear what I'm saying?
Not that. I've got something I can mark it with.
I mean, you'll get a roll to try to remember it if you come screaming this way, or you can simply say, we don't run on the path and hope for the best.
Oh.
I mean, you'll probably still hit some of the caltrops anyway. just
We
somebody
could-
carefully putting them all back.
We could purposefully set it off.
That's really super easy. I mean, awkward if you do it wrong, but I mean,
Do I think it's going to make a big noise?
yes,
If it's
you
not
do.
impacting someone's face.
Yes,
Okay, then maybe I don't want to do that.
Take a card for asking that before doing it, though. You get a card.
Take a stick and jab it into the ground and hang a biohazard bag on it. Bright orange.
Why don't you just have a stick next to it so that it won't like break?
What?
Like have it right next to the trip. This is like a tripwire scenario, right?
Yeah, it'll probably. I mean, pretty much he's making it real obvious not only that somebody's been here, but somebody with superior tech and biohazard science has been here.
I guess. Go for it, Glenn.
Yeah, great. You do that. So you then continue on. Since you're looking for stuff, yes, you do find more traps, but also more interesting, everybody give me spot hiddens. If you make it, you can try a tracking roll. If you make that, you get information. If you fail one, you don't get to roll the other, and if you fail the other, it just doesn't matter.
I made spot.
But did you make tracking? You must make both.
I made tracking.
Wow, you are on top of things. Anybody else do that?
No.
Great. Glenn stops you guys after a while. By the way, you've been walking for literally hours. The sun is probably high overhead, but you can't really tell through this fucking horrible canopy. And it looks to you, Glenn, like there was a bunch of peg-legged people wandering around with double peg legs, 2 peg legs. But they were all hopping, and they all kept about as far apart as the 2 sides of a car.
So really big fucking spiders, basically.
Yeah, take a card for saying it, yes.
Oh. Blah.
I'm glad you said that because now Glenn can tell you what he saw.
Yeah. Blah.
Continue on or go back.
You know my vote. I've been saying it from the beginning.
I think so. Alex, if bad shit happens, is one of the few people who could just start killing everybody. Not necessarily the RPGs. I mean,
I'm not so worried for I'm not so worried for myself. I'm worried for the other 2.
I figured as such since you're like self-healing caltrop injuries.
Yeah, you haven't seen healing that fast since you were in movie making business. Continue on. Stand here and wait for something to come kill you, or go back. We are testing Glenn's fucking resolve now.
Ugh.
Yeah, sexy.
I pull out my pistol.
All right, it's the old gunpowder pistol and stuff, and you have no idea what's going to go. But it looks just like an 11-year-old playing with daddy's gun, which is just awesome. It's American.
And I point it somewhere safe.
You're not sure if you can handle the recoil of it or if it'll fly out of your little 11-year-old hands and hit somebody else.
Hold it with both hands.
Your hands are tiny on this. You have Donald Trump hands on this big-ass pistol.
And brace them against a tree.
Uh-huh.
And then test fire it into the ground.
It makes a loud clicking noise.
Crap.
You see his resolve shrivel like a penis during a cold day. Alex smiles, knowing he has a sword somewhere that will not fucking dry test fire.
Yeah. I mean,
even if it comes out floppy, you could still slap him to death with it.
Have a sword too with these little kid arms, or.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying you wouldn't do less damage, but Alex is a freakishly strong little shit. He likes to pull the heads off of fucking moose for a hobby.
It's exercise.
Nice.
So,
Dana, do you have a weapon?
You wonder why the Lockpick Gang is repeatedly trying to break into an armory to steal magical pistols. It strikes you as odd.
I've got a sword around here somewhere. And that's it.
Nice. The attack of the 11-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Like rolling into 6th graders and going, I can kill you all. And they're going, yeah, chop.
I do have the art of punching and kicking. But I'm still little.
Yeah.
How's Glenn's resolve doing now? He looks down. The sad thing is that Alex seems oddly confident and relaxed. This is not fucking natural to watch an 11-year-old just hanging out, drinking from his flask of whiskey, waiting for you to figure out what you want to do, and looking like he has all the time in the world.
So it looked like there was more than one giant spider.
Yes. They look as though they're car size or larger.
Seen the movie.
You guys decide to hang out and hope something comes by to kill you soon. There's plenty of undergrowth and shit to sneak through if you wanted to. You are in a pretty fucking dense forest. Just FYI. But of course, if one person fails their stealth roll, everybody's fucked.
All right, let's head back.
Really? Oh, well, yeah. Just FYI, the forest keeps going up ahead, and give me spot hidden rolls at -30 for something way away that's really hard to see, just as since you're here right now preparing to go back.
Made it.
Wow. Up ahead, way ahead, like they're about this big, it appears to be camouflaged blinds like hunters use further on, deeper in, just so you know.
Dangling that.
Well, I'm just wanting to let you know what all's in the area. But you guys can head back. That's not a problem. Get to the edge
Dangling
of the
blah.
Your juicy tidbit.
Well, we have come and we have documented thus far.
Oh no, there's a thing now.
There's a thing now.
By the way, just as an FYI, give me a tracking roll, anybody who wants to, because you guys are paying amazing amounts of attention to the ground, and there are still spider webs up in the trees, including you do see the tracks of, let's see, about a group of 3. They went in, they came out. Another group of 2 that only went in and another group of 3 that only went in. So about of the 6, 8 kids, 3 went out. The rest were one-way trips in.
And one's dead back there.
Well, that one you didn't see any tracks around for some odd reason.
I tell the rest. I tell Alex and Glenn.
Okay. Maybe there's
to make it clear, the hunting blind is like if somebody's coming up the path, as you guys would be, then they're blinded from you so that they can ambush you. But you saw through their fucking hunting blind bullshit.
Yeah. Maybe there's a gate out here.
Maybe.
Let's do it.
Let's stealth around behind the blind.
This will be, I'm assuming you're keeping well away from the blind while doing the stealth and stuff, as opposed to, I want to be right behind them, like, because that's much harder to pull off, especially in the forest, than being like 50 meters back type of stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me stealth rolls. If one person blows it, you're all fucking fucked.
Ooh,
Ninja?
Made it.
Made it.
That's a crit for me.
Yeah, ninja. So you guys all stealth around, and everybody give me sandy rolls as you see a couple of like huge fucking spiders, but they have human torsos and shit. And there's one of them is watching the path that you guys should be walking on, but aren't. And the other two seem to be playing some sort of card game.
So spider head.
No,
Human
spider
torso.
bodies, human torsos.
Drider.
What about the head?
The head is human.
Okay, gotcha.
They-
Drider.
they are-
Gotcha.
Yeah, Driders. They're big dudes. If you're just
All
taking
right.
human
I
parts,
made
What do we have to roll?
sanity.
Yeah, made sanity.
1 point toward Drider.
Mm-hmm.
Probably maxes around 16 or so because spiders are scary and evil.
Yeah.
But you guys are past them. Oh shit! Everybody, give me a spot hidden roll for one other thing. If you make it, all is well. Otherwise, there may be complications. Crit, great. If you
make it.
Oh, okay. You guys avoid. They essentially had Vietnam-style punji sticks where you take a piece of leather and put it like this, and then you have two punji sticks there, and then there's a little hole in the middle, so when you step on it, they go into the sides of your foot. Yeah, because somebody got fucking evil and creative. So, yeah, you guys are stealthed around all that shit, and you're hanging out watching two of them playing cards and stuff. They're being super quiet, but they're doing the slapping down the cards, but then they stop, slap it down kind of gently, like, ugh! Yeah, they're just hanging out playing cards. You guys have snuck by. It appears spot hidden rolls to, well, at least one of them isn't like jacking off in the corner, right?
Yeah.
So give me spot hidden rolls to notice other details. They have gear and stuff in there, food, water, drink, whatever.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys notice that like mounted on the walls in like easy release holders are several blowguns, and there seem to be various darts and stuff like that as well. No telling what those are for.
Hmm.
Yeah. Keep
How
in mind,
close are those to us and to them?
the blowgun holders are within arm's reach of them and about 50 meters away
Yes.
from you. 50 meters or so. You guys are well the fuck back from these dudes, because if you were to sneak up really close, it's super hard for stealth. I know Alex is that stealthy, but you guys, I'm not sure, because Alex likes to fucking sneak around and scare people because he's a fucking ghost.
Yep. Okay.
So the forest continues on, of course, just so you're aware. However, you notice that after a long hike, then it gets weird because the trees, rather than being normal tree distance, like we all need leaves and air and oxygen and sunlight and shit, they're growing super close together, almost like a barricade or a wall or a fence, but there's like a split in them that may have just opened since you got here. You're not sure. That's maybe 200 meters further in the forest that away. It's almost like, and the path goes right into that split thing. But on both sides of it, it seems like the trees are actually too close together to even get in between. Worse than a mangrove forest. Unnatural.
Wow.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Hang out here and wait to be seen by these guys who are busy playing cards and who could very easily turn their head a little bit maybe see you, or you want to try to go back around them or continue further on?
Stealth forward.
When you say forward, which direction are you talking about?
Forward, straight.
Continuing. Great.
Yeah.
No problem.
Keep an eye out for traps, and we've lost Dana from the Roll20.
Oh, am I?
Yep. There she is.
I still see her on Roll20, but
She's just popped
She's
up.
back now.
Hello.
Well done, you. Right. Everybody give me
I'm that good.
Everybody give me a stealth roll plus 10%. If one person misses it, you're all fucked.
I make it with a plus 10.
God damn.
Made it.
It's all up to Sheila then.
With the plus 10, I'm good.
Yay!
Yay.
You guys continue on further in, because too far is never quite far enough. Eventually you get to the split between the trees. They're way too close together, and head on in there. Inside, it appears that you're in a large clearing that is almost perfectly circular. In the middle of this large clearing is some sort of large circular still pool. And on the opposite side is another split, and the path continues on. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You stare at the pot demanding answers. It just lays there like water.
Lazy bastard.
Danger sense.
Okay?
At a quarter.
Also,
There's danger behind you. All the dangers are behind you.
Oh, good.
That's an odd feeling. You're used to going into danger.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were to turn around and go back to where you came from, then the feelings would be normalized. Or if you were to back into this.
We'll walk up to the pond. Does it radiate magic at all?
Give me essence times 3 rolls or less. Mom, says Alex.
No.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Yes.
Yes.
Essence
She says.
times 1.
Get your check.
Yeah.
Yes, it not only radiates magic, but you begin to see strange visions within the pool. You can see there's like a body floating, and it has its arms at its sides and its feet together, and it's floating on its back almost perfectly straight, and it's slowly spinning, and you hear, "The sleeper must be awakened," and then another voice, which you then see a figure, and it's the greasy skinned girl who you don't know the name of, or maybe you do, and she says, "Because he is the Kwisatz Haderach."
Because he's the what? Speak up, Ollie.
Take a card for remembering her name. But then the vision fades, and the pool then reflects the sky above.
The spice must flow.
Yeah, that's...
Exactly.
Oh, it's a play immediately. Oh, no. Hindrance. The players are hindered somehow.
Got it.
No.
God, did you used to have rope in your sewer pack?
Yes.
Past tense. It seems to be gone. Your
one of
pack
those
is slightly
one of those pesky PCs that come.
McKay must have stolen my rope. I'll steal his back.
It shows him run all the way back to all that shit you guys came through, avoiding shit, making amazing rolls, gets his fucking rope, kicks his back over, goes, "Fuck you!" Then runs back, making all these fucking amazing rolls. He goes, "Rope!" And he ends up not using it. He's like, "Fuck me." So, there you go. What do you guys do?
I tell them about this wondrous vision. And what did Ollie say? I could not hear well. Or was that part of it?
The Kwisatz Haderach.
Yep.
Oh, apparently.
Apparently that was
hear
part
it
of it.
too.
Yeah, you were just fine, I guess.
Kwisatz
Haderach. Ah, yes. The fucking
Now-
pop culture references fly fast and heavy.
Did the body, what type of species did that look like of the sleeping person?
It appeared to be a human, but it was hard to tell, almost stylized in its appearance.
Should we push on it?
Unless if you wanted to take a swim.
Does the pool look deep?
You're not sure. You can't really see the bottom. It appears to be reflecting what is above. He prepares to drown himself in the pool for some reason. He'll get in. He'll swim roll. There'll be a tentacle around his leg. Turned out to be some sort of fucking plant under the water. And then he'll just drown as you guys stand there going, stand by me. And so then you can poke his corpse.
I take one of the glow sticks and try to light it.
Give me a luck roll, -30, as you crack it and shake it, and
Yes.
it fucking lights up anyway. Make a note that your glow sticks, for some fucking reason, happen to be the exact right chemical composition to work here. Whether they work for as long or not, it remains to be seen, but at least for a while. Weird. Yeah, you crack it, shake it, it works. You go, ha-ha, it's daytime, but, your shit still works.
Drop it in the pool.
You can see that the pool is glowing a bit, but it doesn't really illuminate stuff because the top surface seems so mirror-like. But now it's a glowing mirror. Well done, you.
So it's not bottomless.
Correct. Well, if it is, then it's a very shallow bottomless.
I take a. I cut my hands. I scoop up some of the liquid. I drink it, and I spit it out. It burns.
You guys watch this for a bit.
It's water. It burns.
Really?
I take whiskey. Yes.
The whiskey helps wash the taste of fresh water out of your mouth.
It's horrible.
I taste the water.
It tastes like somebody bled into it and then spit into it. It's not good.
And glow stick leakage.
Yeah.
Oh, he said cup his hand, not cut his hand.
Oh, sorry.
I heard cut.
I heard cut as well, and I'm thinking he's recovering super fast anyway, so he could almost cut off his hand, spray blood into the water, and then watch it grow back.
I figured Alex knew about some ritual or something.
I did too. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, okay, yeah, the blood ritual, great.
Cup.
Okay, no problem. It tastes like Alex. You don't like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Licking Alex is just not something on your mind.
Let's push on.
You guys continue on around the pool of distraction and eventually go through the next cut in the trees. Within that is an even bigger circular thing. And then about 10 meters in the air, you see it appears to be a guy with his arms at his sides and his feet together floating, spinning very slowly. And it appears that he has 4 things around him. It looks like a big metal chain. It appears, and then there's 2 different glowing bands of energy, different colors of glowing bands of energy. And then it looks like a very haphazard rope, like somebody just kind of tossed it up there and it kind of coiled around him.
That was the PCs. This, I guess, must be the sleeper. What's the colors of the bands of the energy?
One's green, one's white.
Minty.
Take a card. He looks at it and goes, minty. Does anybody have Analyze Magic?
Yes.
Go for it.
I have it at Learn.
Go for it.
Yeah, everyone has it. Learn.
Go for it.
Made it.
I made mine.
One is a chain of emotion. One is a chain of magic.
Which is which?
In this case, the green is the chain of emotion. White is the chain of magic.
Okay. Oh.
Don't hold me to those colors in the future, though. I'm not figuring out which color emotion is forever.
No. Okay. Well. So what else is around? Because you said he's up on that big disc. What's below it?
No, he's not on a disc. He's just floating there. Like if you're laid down with your arms together and legs together and then go up 30 feet, that's you.
There's nothing else around him.
No. But there is, give me spot hidden's -30. Maybe somebody will make it.
Made it.
You made it.
Did not make it.
Two of you notice, because you are amazingly good at seeing shit, a faint distortion around him. It like he is at the center of a huge sphere, and it's a really super hard to see faint distortion all around him. The sphere itself appears to be 10-meter radius.
Okay.
Roughly.
The rope that is haphazardly around him, is that dangling down to the ground?
No. It looks like somebody managed to get it all the way up there and then coil around this dude for reasons that science may never explain fully.
I've just had a picture of the other PCs turning up and being like, "Let's lasso him and pull him down."
It looks like one end of the rope, now that you mention it, is in a lasso thing attached around his neck.
Right.
Take a card, Matt, for putting together exactly what happened on not one, but two different occasions. Now, with your amazing spot hidden rolls, there is something else that's kind of weird. Vomit. But vomit that's slowly floating around within the sphere.
Yeah. So basically, they've both made a lasso, thrown it up, got it over him, and then tried to pull him down. When that hasn't worked, someone's tried to climb up, and when they get into the distortion field, then they get all fucked over, and that's why the rope's now coiled around him because of the distortion field.
But the vomit's just floating around in a very not normal kind of way, because normally vomit doesn't float. No. Just saying.
It's a distortion field.
That's weird.
Yeah. There seems to be a good deal of vomit in there. Like, more than one person just fucking projected. There's also, give me tracking rolls for something else.
Made it.
No.
Around the outside of the distortion field are what appears to be several human child-sized impact craters, some of them fairly deep.
Where?
Floating out.
Impact craters. Like if you were to jump off of a 4-story building and hit the ground, you might leave something like that. And it appears that there's about half a dozen of these, of different depths.
Yeah, but what you saying? It's in the field itself?
Around the distortion field.
In the ground.
In the ground.
Yes, in the ground.
Right, in the ground. I'll get you.
So give me evidence analysis rolls, if you please, to figure out what happened.
Why are there not more dead people
Half.
Because they healed.
I will use critical thinking.
Or no, I'm not that high. I don't think.
What's critical thinking do, Matt?
I crit an evidence analysis roll.
Oh.
Automatically.
Nice. Your guess is that somehow people launch themselves out of the distortion field. Maybe they're standing on it or something. You're not really sure what actually, wait, with a crit, the distortion field doesn't seem to be just distortion field. It appears to be a zero gravity distortion field. And your guess with your crit or crits, if Sheila got one too, I'm guessing she has more. Well done. Is that people tried to launch themselves through the distortion field, discovered they had no zero-G ops skill, and then came screaming out the air side and fell at different heights and hit the ground. That would also explain the vomit in there, because anytime somebody goes into zero-G, your stomach is not used to this, and it causes you to vomit, as they found on the so-called vomit comet, if you'll remember the Russian airplane used to train people in zero-G. So, yes, you believe that puts it all together.
Remarkable. Doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, you already had a big fucking piece of it with the lassoing attempts and shit. So, yeah. Apparently, hauling him down didn't work, is what you're thinking, or they're just trying to choke him to death from down here. Not sure which.
Sorry.
I love it when you guys get to sit there and go, "What the fuck do we do?"
Well, it seems like two groups have already come here, and two groups have failed to do anything now. So I'm guessing there's more to the puzzle, pieces to the puzzle that we haven't got yet. If indeed we want to even try and free this guy.
Actually, I've got a question. In your bag, Glenn?
Yeah.
You have a bolt cutter?
Bolt cutter?
Yeah. Because there's no lock on that fucking metal chain. You would need a bolt cutter. A fairly substantial one, not like the little, fuck your chains type one.
Yes, I'm imagining Glenn somehow getting in there, vomiting, spitting around, and like just cutting him in half with the bolt cutter.
That would be interesting. That would be unexpected.
It'd be entertaining.
It would be highly entertaining.
I do not have gigantic bolt cutters.
Bummer. But I was just curious because neither apparently did anybody else. So you guys stare at this thing for a while. Would you like to try flying around and getting covered in vomit?
No. I think we know where he is now. We know what's out here. So
try and take that rope.
Huh?
In order to take the rope, you would need to fly through the vomit up fucking 30 feet and then actually reach him. I mean, it's a good way to get a check in zero-G ops if you succeed, or make a crater if you don't, because cratering is fun. It's what all the kids are doing, eating Tide Pods and cratering.
So what's beyond where he is? Does it look like something?
It looks as though this is the end of the path. There is no further notch in the forest. Yeah.
Species of the sleeping guy. Since now he's here, I want to be sure.
If he's awake, then he's doing an excellent job of fooling you.
Oh, is he in fact human?
Yes, he seems to be from here. And aside from all the vomit, which has not covered him, but he's definitely been hit by more than... Oh, wait, no. The vomit always seems to bounce away at the last minute. He does have kind of greasy skin.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. That desiccated body when we first came in.
Uh-huh.
Could we tell if that was female or male?
Nobody bothered to take off the pants and look at the pelvic bone.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no genitalia left after this long. It'd be looking at the bones and going, outies or innies? Yeah. And possibly playing with the pelvis, which is
I'm thinking Ollie sneaked into here on her own at some point a while back, got murdered by this thing's, like, I don't know, like an entity that is like this being or one that serves him, and that's why now she's all creepy and telling people that the sleeper must awoke.
You think Ollie's a ghost?
No, I think Ollie is that dead shell of a girl that we found in the way in. And what is now
like
Ollie.
the real Ollie is dead and this is a masquerader?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Huh.
Because
God, it's like last night's episode of Danger Man.
she also happens to have oily skin, funny enough.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any? I'd go with like biology here because I can't think of a more exacting skill that people might.
Or is that just like puberty for Ollie?
Yeah, it's a hell of a ugly puberty.
Well, she's also really creepy as well.
Super
biology
creepy.
At Learn.
Yeah, go for it.
I have biology at Learn. I guess.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Between this guy, I mean, it's hard to see his face. He's 30 feet up and stuff, and plus he's facing kind of the wrong way, but you can catch occasional glimpses of his side. Alex, you think there's a definite familial resemblance between the two?
It's like either like a part of his consciousness or like an offspring of his or something.
Could very well be an offspring of his or part of his consciousness. Who knows about that shit? You're getting weird there, but I mean, anything's possible if his brain breaks off into other people. But under normal circumstances, you would not be at all surprised if Ollie was this guy's daughter, for example.
What do the aliens look like?
I don't know if we've seen one.
You guys haven't yet.
No one described them to us when they were talking about the rendering.
They did not have any
Rendering.
descriptions and stuff, but the rendering, yes. There was a lot of various descriptions, kind of like the way we have mucho descriptions now. So let's take your pick of which one you like.
They were like, and they have drippy, oily skin.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah. Actually, what the aliens weren't well described. Their probes were. Apparently, in order to find out about other species, you have to anally probe them for reasons. And in fact, they did actually capture a couple of alien anal probes. There was pictures in the book, so if you see one of those, you'll know it.
Okay. Well, I think we now know at least what to that we're up against as far as what's here. So we could probably head back, maybe do some research, and tool up the stuff we're going to need to be able to do something about this. Or first find out whether or not we even want to do this.
Yeah.
My question is, are you guys wishing to continue on, or do you want to end the session here? I don't know how we're doing on time for everybody and stuff.
I'm pretty much near my end today. I got other stuff I need to get done, like showering.
No worries.
Done pretty soon.
Well, I was going to say, if we're ending here, good news, you simply disappeared. You don't have to work your way back through all this shit because of the way the world's set up. You'll be back in school. So this will irritate anybody who is tracking you and shit. Where did they go? We don't know. So yeah, you guys discovered quite a bit of stuff. I'm not sure how much you realized you discovered, not just this, but I mean other stuff. So we'll go ahead and go with you didn't actually finish anything. So we're going to go with 2 hero points base, but discard all the cards you don't want. Take your end of mission refills.